What's good guys, 814 Hype here, welcome back to another video. Today I'm doing a full out room tour. I'm basically going to show you guys how my room looks like, what's in it, what gear I use, everything is going to be documented in this video. So enough wasting time, let's begin. We're simply going to start by just walking into the room, and in the entrance door you see all these stickers and signs, like this danger sign with a little sticker on it. And all these White Shark stickers, and then another Genesis sticker. Why did I do that, you may ask? Because why not? Alright, enough joking around, let's actually get into the room. And here it is. First thing you see when you walk in are these light switches. But then under that, I have my little charging station. I just plug my phone to charge and I put it on that box over there that came enclosed fully no matter how hard you try. You just have these gaps over here. We're gonna start touring this side of the room first and then we'll just work our way around. But before we get on to that, you just have to admire these gray walls. I painted this room like 2 months ago and I'm pretty proud of how it turned out. These two walls are gray while the rest are white. Alright, let's start touring. To start with, I have my little sleeping area over here with my bed, a chair, and this little table. On this table I have all my stuff, like for example this wristband that I put on when I go out, and my phone also stays here when I sleep as well. As you can tell, it's pretty dirty right now, but watch this. That's how powerful editing is, I guess. But what do I use this chair for? This chair I usually have my clothes on, but I also use it if I need to do something on this desk, which we'll get into later. And this is the bed that I sleep on with 2 drawers. I might be a little bit too tall for it, but it still fits me pretty well. And I'll tell you what, it's pretty comfy. A couple months ago, I also bought a new carpet because it was getting old, it was too big, and it was just hard to clean. But this one is way smaller and it's way easier to clean. And it also looks really nice in this room. So yeah, it was a pretty good decision purchasing this carpet for this room. But anyways, let's get into the gaming setup. For the chair in the setup, it's just a copy of that chair. And the sitting experience is pretty good. The desk for the setup is just a 120cm wooden tabletop with 2 shelves. Let's talk about the shelves. On this first shelf, I have USBs, tools, SD card adapters, SD cards, OTG cables, all that kind of stuff. I also have this plastic box with a bunch of goodies in it, and it just stays in the back of the shelf collecting dust. Same thing with this box, which I should have thrown away in the first place, but we like to keep our boxes scattered around the room. The second shelf, however, is more minimal. Starting off with this remote, which I suppose doesn't work right now because I dunked it in water for a video. It was pretty dusty, so I just had to. And yes, I do use a TV as a monitor. Then we have my CD collection. They're just CDs in here, nothing else. They're just sitting here collecting dust as well. And finally, we have this JBL Charge Mini 3 Plus. I have another one right there, but this is one of them. The speaker sounds pretty good in my opinion. Let's do a sound test. My phone microphone doesn't do it justice, but this sounds really clear and loud. So yeah, that's it for the drawers. Now let's get into the setup. Let's start off by talking about the thing that's powering everything, which is my main laptop, the Lenovo IdeaPad 3. And this laptop is pretty good for its price of only $450. I'm sure you won't get a 144Hz display, an RGB keyboard, and an RTX card in this laptop. But it's only $450, what do you expect? It performs really good in games for its price with its Ryzen 5 3500U and Radeon Vega 8 graphics. I did a couple benchmarks with this laptop a while ago, it's on the channel, you can check it out. Under the laptop we have this X-Trackman cooler which helps cool the laptop because we don't want any high temperatures. Besides this, it's only a laptop, not a full-fledged PC, so it needs all the cooling you can get. Under the cooler I have this USB hub because the laptop only has 3 USB ports. And right about there I have a 2TB external hard drive from Western Digital, which I store all my games on. Because this laptop's SSD is only 256 gigs, but I do plan on upgrading the SSD on this thing really soon. Now we went through the laptop, let's talk about all the other gear. First of all, the headset. This is the Genesis Neo 200 gaming headset, and it's pretty good for its price of only $20. And it's also got this logo with RGB and a mic, which sounds pretty good. I have a copy of the exact same headset right there, so I'm gonna use that to give you guys a sound test of the mic. Right now, I'm talking directly through the headset's mic, so I want you guys to tell me if it's good or bad in the comments. Now let's talk about these peripherals. This is the Malcom Volcano Erebus XL mousepad, and it's pretty big as you guys can see. There's no RGB on the mousepad, but it does have a good design, and the stitching is also pretty good. Not the best in the world, but it does the job. Now for the keyboard and mouse. The mouse that I use is the Marvel M513, which consists of 4800 DPI. Here's how the software looks like. You've got an office mode. You've got all the buttons on the mouse right here with numbers and everything. You got a game mode, which is pretty much the same thing. Advanced with tons of settings. You can change the speed, the moving speed, double click speed, rolling speed, and you also got some DPI settings. Light, there were a couple of LED modes for the mouse. You've got status, brightness, and breathing speed, and a macro setting. I don't know that much about macro on the mouse, but I think it's meant for doing multiple things at once with your mouse. Now let's talk about the keyboard. This is a White Shark Spartan TKL mechanical keyboard with blue switches. I know blue switches aren't it for most people, but this keyboard still gets the job done. And there are 9 different lighting modes on this keyboard. The monitor I use is this Hyundai 32-inch TV. It's 1080p at 50Hz, but it's overclocked to 60. I know it's not some full-fledged 144Hz gaming monitor, but it gets the job done for me. And I do game on it. Right next to that, I have this shelf with lots of stuff on it. I'm not going to be going through every single thing in detail because that is going to make the video like an hour long. I do have the sticker on which came with this mouse. But yeah, this whole shelf is just deodorant, cups, scissors, tape, school essentials, and the phone over there. Then next to that, I have these 2 windows and a radiator with a trash can. Next to this big window, I have this big shelf with clothes on it, and then my brother's bed. Same thing as mine, nothing different. On top of that, I have 2 pictures. Then we have these 2 desks in kind of an L shape. This desk is just cases, boxes, and a picture that I can't show on YouTube because it has my parents in it. And right here is everything you can expect. Boxes, bags, more boxes, every single piece of tech you can imagine. Well, not every single piece of tech, just mostly cables. Same thing with this shelf. In its drawer, lots of cases and a pair of headphones. And the second one is just filled with cables. Then we have this desk. It's an IKEA Limon with Dill's legs, and it's a bit shorter in terms of size compared to my main desk. And on this desk, I just keep my boxes. I have this vein gripper, my old keyboard, my old laptop, and these wireless headphones, which are Sanofi SN-BT55 Diamonds, and the bass is really good on these. I can't really give you a sound test of these headphones, so yeah, you're just gonna have to trust me, I guess. Let's talk about this laptop real quick. This is the HP 250G7, and this is more of an office laptop than a gaming laptop. For specs, it has an i3 7th Gen with Intel integrated graphics and 4 gigs of RAM, compared to my main laptop, which has 8 gigs of RAM. This laptop used to have a 500 gig hard drive, but I upgraded to a 500 gig SSD. I have Windows 8.1 on this laptop right now, and the boot times are absolutely insane. Just watch this. Laptop's not really used, so it just stays here. And lastly, in this room, I have this big bin. This bin is mostly for batteries, but I keep some useless things in here so it doesn't just stay empty. But yeah, that's basically it for the room tour. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and turn those notifications on, and maybe also leave a comment. But that's the end of the video. Stay tuned for more videos, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out. But wait, that's not the end of the video. You might be wondering why the thumbnail looks different. Well, it's because I rearranged the whole room and I didn't even take the thumbnail before doing it. So now you know.